Здравствуйте, меня зовут Станислав, я рад приветствовать всех участников.
Stanislav, and I want to welcome all the participants and the organizers of TFCA. I am very pleased that you invited me to this forum. In my presentation, I want to tell you about civil journalism and blogging in Kazakhstan. As a matter of fact, I am not a blogger. It turns out that I've been watching the development of blogging here in Kazakhstan. That is why I consider myself an expert in social civil blogging, because we have collected many cases how to use social networks to improve our life. As a matter of fact, I would like to speak a little bit about myself. It all started 4 years ago when we were developers, and at that time we worked for Kazakh British Technical University, and we developed at that time an internet portal for the KIMEP administration. And we can use not 50, 60 megabytes per month as an average student, but as we were privileged to have 1 gigabyte to 2 gigabytes per month. And internet was really attractive to us. Basically, we were focused on two things. First, unlimited erotic video content, but we actually finished this. But secondly, that is a huge knowledge database, because we read many blogs, and with this we try to upgrade our IT knowledge. As in every webmaster, we're supposed to have our own startup. That is to say, we were really focused on this startup topic, and we decided finally to implement the same model as the live journal or Khabra here in Kazakhstan, and develop blogging with the local content and participants. To begin with, we called our project University Yvision, focused on the ideas we collected from the students. But then we noticed, based on the famous Hollywood movie about Mark, the founder of Facebook, and we finally decided not to limit ourselves with student age exclusively, because all over the world blogging is attractive to people of all ages. That is to say, he proposed to us to call it Yvision, and we actually liked this idea. And within just 4 months, we launched the platform. Which was, in fact, the start of our startup. Before that, in Kazakhstan, we did not have many standalone bloggers. Mainly, they were based in live journal. But we did not have at that time here in Kazakhstan a common platform for locally based bloggers. So it turned out that we decided to get them together based on one single platform. And it turned out that LiveJournal, Blogspot, and WordPress were blocked by the authorities. As a matter of fact, it is a piece of sarcasm on my behalf, but the authorities provided us all exclusive environmental conditions for developing our own blogging. As a result of this, many Kazakhstani bloggers started their own pages. What blog is all about? In fact, blog is a kind of a platform, a beachhead, which you could use for broadcasting your ideas, your topics, and choice of materials are limited only by the choice of your readers. As a matter of fact, when you have a blog, You received a simultaneous feedback and you can adjust your opinion accordingly. Very recently we had a kind of discourse, and one blogger whose name is Pakajan raised the topic that men in black are not frequently exposed in Kazakh cinema theaters in the Kazakh language. Another blogger started to argue with him. As a result, they've got a discourse, and finally the director of the Arman Cinema Theaters Network registered in our blog and finally said that Men in Black dubbed in Kazakh language is not so popular. That is why it is not that frequent in the booking office. This issue began actively discussing in Twitter. As a result, the very business, the cinema theater business, stepped into the blogosphere and expressed its opinion firsthand. In fact, blogging is an extremely agile medium of communication, and I could tell that last year in Taras we had an act of terror, and many mass media did not have a chance to provide objective information about this event. And as Evgeny Chichvarkin, the head of one network, said that the vacuum is filled up with shit. But in fact, this vacuum started to be filled up by a lot of hearsay. As a result, tremendous possible scenarios of this act of terror were discussed. But we decided to get this information straight from the horse's mouth. We sent our reporter. He took many pictures there in the spot. And as a result, we posted these pictures in our blog and dispelled many gossips about this act of terror. But we were very agile, as I said, and as a result, we reported about this event ahead of mass media. Also, we noticed this year that the government really started to point its attention on blogosphere, but it is not with the purpose to stifle this blogosphere, but we had a number of events when the Akim, the governor of the Rudny city, decided to purchase really expensive car. But we have in Kazakhstan a special website for electronic license plate. And one of the bloggers checked up this information, and in a week the government responded. As a result, this governor decided not to purchase this luxurious car for himself. A very good trend in our blogging, and I've noticed it many times, which is linked with developing blogging in the Kazakh language, such as website as Masaket. And in my website, we decided to open up a journal about talented people in the Kazakh language. As a result, this is just a platform for a number of bloggers who decided to post in the Kazakh language. The development of the Kazakh language blogosphere is lagging behind 3 years, but we see a great deal of interest on behalf of those people who want to communicate in the Kazakh language, which is the state language here in Kazakhstan. My time is up, and I want to use blogging as much as possible.